Right now, 1.3 billion people actively smoke cigarettes. We know it is a leading cause of preventable death on the planet, yet hundreds of millions of people continue to light up every single day. Before it becomes a packaged product, tobacco is simply an agricultural crop. Farmers harvest massive volumes of the leaf and hang them in barns to dry. Industrial mass production and targeted marketing took that raw plant and engineered it into a perfectly portioned, highly addictive daily habit. This creates a strange biological paradox. The physical damage caused by smoking happens slowly, hidden deep inside the body's tissues over decades. The chemical addiction, however, is nearly instantaneous. When you inhale a cigarette, it takes exactly 10 seconds for nicotine to travel from your lungs into your bloodstream and up to your brain. That nicotine immediately stimulates your brain's receptors. You get a massive flood of dopamine and endorphins, the deeply pleasurable sensation that actively wires your nervous system to crave more. Riding along with that chemical high is an invasion. With every puff, over 5,000 toxic chemicals and at least 40 known carcinogens sweep through the body. This animated simulation shows what happens in your blood. Cigarette smoke contains carbon monoxide, which displaces oxygen, binding to your red blood cells and suffocating the supply your organs need to function. Over decades, the system starts to collapse. Constant irritation leads to chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or COPD. Plaque builds up in the arteries, reducing blood flow. Toxic chemicals disrupt your DNA, leading directly to cellular mutation. Which leaves us with a critical question. If a smoker stops, is this systemic collapse permanent, or can the body dismantle this damage and begin to heal the systems that have spent years under siege? The chronological clock of recovery starts exactly 20 minutes after a final cigarette. Nicotine normally triggers the release of epinephrine, which spikes your heart rate. Without it, your pulse and your blood pressure begin to return to normal. As blood vessels relax and widen, warm blood flows more freely to your extremities, restoring normal temperature to a smoker's typically cold hands and feet. At the 8 to 12-hour mark, the invading carbon monoxide finally clears the bloodstream. With the poison gone, your blood oxygen levels bounce back to normal. Then, 24 hours in, something strange happens. The former smoker will suddenly start coughing a lot more frequently than they did when they were actively smoking. This coughing signals an aggressive counterattack. Your body is finally expelling the years of accumulated toxins and debris clogging your lungs. By 48 hours, we can see macroscopic repair. Years of hot smoke and tar physically smother your nerve endings, leaving taste buds flat and dull. Now, those damaged nerves begin to aggressively regrow. As they form new connections, the brain starts receiving accurate signals again. Your dulled sense of taste and smell are restored. But 72-hour mark is where the timeline hits its absolute physiological lowest point. At 3 days in, nicotine has been 100% eliminated from your body. Your brain realizes the supply is gone, triggering peak withdrawal. This means intense headaches, nausea, anxiety, and crippling stomach cramps. It is a brutal 72-hour window. But surviving this specific gauntlet means the hardest chemical hurdle of the addiction is officially cleared. Between 1 and 9 months, the repair moves deep into the respiratory system. Your lungs are lined with tiny hair-like structures called cilia. Smoke paralyzes them. Now they finally wake up and start moving. These restored cilia act like a cellular broom, sweeping away the remaining tar, scar tissue, and thick mucus blocking the airways. This mechanical clearing process almost completely eliminates chronic shortness of breath and the lingering smoker's cough. By the 9-month mark, the lungs have transitioned from survival to active restoration, rebuilding their natural resistance to common respiratory infections. Looking at long-term data, we hit a massive milestone at year 1. The risk of developing heart disease drops by 50%. This drop in cancer risk happens because the body's fundamental DNA repair mechanisms, previously blocked by heavy metals like arsenic and nickel, are finally back online and fixing broken cells before they mutate. And then we reach year 15, the ultimate milestone. At this point, the likelihood of developing coronary heart disease matches that of someone who has never smoked a day in their life. A decade and a half of sustained healing can essentially erase the cardiovascular footprint of a lifelong habit. There is an important scientific caveat. Chronic, heavy smoking over many decades can leave permanent scarring in the alveoli, the tiny air sacs in the lungs, leaving a lifelong susceptibility to certain lung diseases. But despite those potential scars, the human body remains an incredibly efficient, self-healing machine. Quitting is a brutal physical and mental gauntlet. The withdrawal will test your limits. But the timeline of recovery following that withdrawal is an absolute biological certainty. It is never too late to stop. The exact second a final cigarette is extinguished, your body immediately goes to work saving your life.